is Ganesh Puja. And what happened was Shiva said to Nandi, go tell Parvati that I need to see her immediately. And Nandi came into Parvati's room and said, Parvati, Shiva is calling you. And she said, oh my goodness, you came in here without even knocking? This is terrible. I need some help. I need somebody who's going to protect me. Nandi works for Shiva. I want somebody who works for me. And so she took some sandal paste, and there are many versions of the story. And she took the sandal paste and she molded it into a little boy. And she breathed life into it. And this little boy took on a human form. And she said, oh, I'm so happy to have my own son. Someone who will report to me. Not just work for Shiva. So the son said, well, what shall I do for you? And Parvati said, I'd like to take my bath in privacy. Would you stand outside the door and make sure nobody comes in? And he said, sure, Mom. And so he stood outside the door, and of course, Shiva came and said, why didn't Parvati come? And so he came to see, and Ganesh was there, this little boy with a big club. And Shiva said, yeah, step aside, I'm going inside. And the little boy said, hey, no, Mom told me to stand out here and don't let anybody come in until she's done with her bath. She wants a little privacy. And Shiva said, what are you talking about? This is my house. That's my lady. Who are you? And words led to battles, and battles led to the severing of Ganesh's head. And when Shiva cut off Ganesh's head, of course, Parvati came out from the bath, and she was mad. I mean, that was my son. I created him myself, and he was answerable only to me. So in the several versions of the story, Shiva sent Vishnu, who took his chakra and cut off the head of the elephant Aravat. Indra's elephant had been cursed to come down to earth, and in order to free the Aravat from the curse and send him back to heaven, Vishnu cut off his head, brought the head, put it on the neck of the boy, and Shiva said, okay, your name is Ganesh, and you will be the first one worshipped in any puja. You are the gatekeeper. You stand at the door. No one can enter into the door without bowing to wisdom. You got to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing and you're just trying without any system, it's not going to work. It's like sawing all the lumber before you cut, before you measure. It just won't work. You got to learn the system and then enter into the door of the secret. So Ganesh is going to stand at the door. Let's worship